The Chicago Bears made big moves to strengthen both their offensive and defensive lines today. They kicked things off by signing center Drew Dalman to a major contract, reinforcing the offensive trenches. But they didn't stop there. On the defensive side, they brought in defensive linemen Dayo Odeyingbo and Grady Jarrett, adding serious talent to their front line. These signings are a huge step forward for the team, and I'm excited to break it all down for you. Before we dive in, don't forget to hit that like button to welcome the newest members of the Chicago Bears. Be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, turn on all notifications. Now, let's talk about Dayo OD. With no Khalil Mack, the Bears needed a strong edge rusher, and they found one in OD, one of the top free agents at his position this year. He signed a 3-year, $48 million deal with $32 million guaranteed. A solid investment for a player who has steadily improved each season. Initially, the contract seemed pricey, but when you break it down, it's a fair deal for a rising talent. At 6 feet 6 inches and 286 pounds, OD has the ideal size for a defensive lineman, similar to fellow Bear Jervin Dexter Sr., drafted 54th overall by the Colts in 2021. He has grown into a reliable playmaker. Many believe his 2023 season was his best yet, and now he has a chance to make an even bigger impact in Chicago. Dayo OD brings a strong presence to the edge position, earning a 66.1 PFF grade last season. While his run defense could use some improvement, he scored a 56.8 in that area. There's hope that defensive coordinator Dennis Allen can help him refine his skills. On the pass rushing side, he posted a solid 65.5 grade, racking up 4 sacks, 13 quarterback hits, and an impressive 42 quarterback pressures. That kind of production makes him a valuable addition to the Bears' defense. Since entering the league in 2021, OD has shown steady growth each season. As a rookie, he played 10 games, earning a 61.4 PFF grade with just 12 quarterback pressures. By 2022, in his first full season with the Colts, he boosted his numbers with 6 sacks and 25 pressures. Then in 2023, he really started to make an impact, recording 12 sacks, 29 pressures, and 7 quarterback hits. And in 2024, he reached a career high with 42 total pressures and 13 quarterback hits, proving he's a disruptive force on the edge. So why is this a big deal for the Bears? For starters, OD has the size and versatility that Dennis Allen values in his defensive lineman. At 6 feet 6 inches and 286 pounds, he can line up as an edge rusher or shift inside to defensive tackle when needed. Plus, at just 25 years old, he's still developing, only 2 years older than Jervin Dexter Sr., meaning the two could form a solid duo for years to come. With Montez Sweat, 27, also in the mix, Chicago's defensive line is shaping up to be a serious threat this season. Not only does OD bring an upgrade over DeMarcus Walker, but he also understands defensive schemes similar to Allen's, which should make his transition smoother. His speed off the edge and ability to pressure quarterbacks fit exactly what Allen and offensive coordinator Ben Johnson emphasized at the NFL Combine. The Bears are building something special, and this signing is a key step in making their defensive front even more dangerous. The Chicago Bears made another big move by signing veteran defensive tackle Grady Jarrett, who was unexpectedly released by the Atlanta Falcons earlier today. Many people assumed this meant the Falcons were re-signing center Drew Dalman, but in a surprising twist, Dalman actually took less money to join the Bears, according to Jonathan Jones of CBS. Clearly, he wanted to be in Chicago, and I can see why. Now, let's talk about Grady Jarrett. The Bears are bringing in a 10-year NFL veteran, a 2-time Pro Bowler, and a former All-Pro defensive tackle. According to Tom Pelissero, Jarrett signed a 3-year, $43.5 million contract, averaging just over $14 million per year. While it's a solid investment, it's not an over-the-top deal, making it a smart move for Chicago. At 31 years old, Jarrett may be on the wrong side of 30, but he still has plenty left in the tank. He's a proven run stopper, one of the best in the NFL over the past 3 seasons, and exactly the kind of player Dennis Allen wants, anchoring the defensive line. Weighing in at 305 pounds, he brings size, strength, and experience to the Bears' interior defense. Drafted 135th overall in the 2015 NFL Draft, he spent his entire career with the Falcons, where he was not only a key player, but also a respected team captain. An injury in 2023, Jarrett bounced back strong last season, recording 34 quarterback pressures, a significant stat for an interior defensive lineman. His ability to disrupt offenses from the inside makes him a major asset for Chicago. This is exactly the kind of impact player the Bears needed, and his presence will make the defensive line even stronger under Dennis Allen's leadership. Grady Jarrett's stats speak for themselves. His performance ranks among the top defensive linemen in the league. In 2024, he posted a 60.6 pass rush grade, a 61.5 run defense grade, ranking in the top 25, and an overall PFF grade of 62.1. What sets him apart is his reliability. Aside from his injury in 2023, he has played a full season in 3 of the last 4 years, never dropping below a 62.1 PFF grade. While some may worry about his numbers from last year, it's important to remember he was coming off an injury. Despite that, he still managed 34 quarterback pressures, 9 quarterback hits, and 4 sacks. Looking at his 2022 stats, he had a much stronger season, playing all 17 games, earning a 71.3 PFF grade, recording 45 pressures, 10 quarterback hits, and 6 sacks. Even in 2021, he put up respectable numbers with 36 pressures, 10 hits, and a sack, earning a 67.6 PFF grade. Overall, the Bears made solid additions to their defensive line. Dayo OD gets a B- for now, with the potential to rise to a B+ depending on how they utilize him. Grady Jarrett, with his experience and impact, earns a solid B. These moves significantly strengthen Chicago's defense, and with more free agent signings on the horizon, the Bears are making big strides this offseason. Ryan Poles is putting in the work, and it's clear that Chicago is building something special on the defensive side of the ball. The Chicago Bears have had an impressive offseason so far, making key moves both on the coaching staff and the roster. Ryan Poles has been strategic in reshaping the team, including parting ways with Gerald Everett and DeMarcus Walker, moves that saved the Bears over $10 million. That savings alone helped fund several key signings that are set to strengthen the team on both sides of the ball. One of the key returning players is Daniel Hardy, a top special teams contributor and edge rusher, who is back on an exclusive free agent rights contract. The same goes for Bill Murray, an important depth piece on the offensive line. Although injuries impacted his availability last season, he impressed when given the chance and will continue to provide solid backup support. The Bears also made a smart move by trading a late-round pick for Jonah Jackson, a Pro Bowl guard who previously worked with Ben Johnson in Detroit. To further solidify the offensive line, they brought in Joe Thuney, a 4-time Super Bowl champion, 3-time Pro Bowler, and All-Pro talent. Despite being on the wrong side of 30, Thuney has been one of the most durable players in the league, missing only 2 games in his entire career. Given his value, the Bears are likely to extend his contract, making this an excellent pickup. On the defensive side, Chicago re-signed defensive back Josh Blackwell to a 2-year deal and extended linebacker Amen Ogbongbemiga. Additionally, they added tight end Durham Smythe, who played for the Dolphins and has experience with Ben Johnson's system, giving the Bears more depth at the position. Of course, the headline moves are the additions of Drew Dalman, Dayo Odeyingbo, and Grady Jarrett, all of whom will make a significant impact. Dalman, signed to a 3-year, $42 million contract, bolsters the offensive line, while Odeyingbo and Jarrett bring much-needed strength and versatility to the defensive front. Overall, the Bears' offseason has been well executed, addressing key needs on both offense and defense. At this point, I'd give their offseason moves a solid B+, with the potential to rise to an A, depending on how things shape up in the coming weeks. Chicago is making big strides, and the roster is looking stronger as they prepare for the upcoming season.